68 years ago, almost to the day, on July 8th, Raoul Wallenberg arrived in Budapest to begin what is now universally regarded as the largest rescue effort by a single man during the Holocaust. Today we are celebrating the culmination of the legislative process to award Raoul Wallenberg with the Congressional Gold Medal. I wanted to thank Ilana Breitman for her tireless efforts and her personal commitment to realizing the 70 co-sponsors of the legislation that hopefully we will be awarding Raoul Wallenberg.
Senator Gillibrand, on behalf of the Lakewood, New Jersey community, we greatly appreciate, I'm representing them today, so we greatly appreciate everything you've done.
I really wanted to thank the Senator for really taking this on.
Gillibrand, two of my sisters are alive, and what you are doing here is phenomenal.
Johnny and I went to our colleagues for many months asking them to co-sponsor. At the end of the day, we had 71 co-sponsors. Rarely is that done in the U.S. Senate. I just want to thank you for recognizing me, but honestly, I deserve and need no recognition. This is a labor of love for me. This is about doing what's right. This is about honoring and recognize greatness that should be honored and recognized. And I just want to thank you for your tireless advocacy in never giving up and never losing sight of making sure that not only is Raoul Wallenberg recognized and commemorated in history, but that his story is told not just for this generation, but for the next generation and the generation thereafter.
I just want to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Senator John Barrasso.
And in the book that we were just looking at, Rebel with a Cause, Mr. Stevens tells his story in the heroic acts that took place which saved the lives of many Jewish people.
Mr. Stevens began working for Raoul Wallenberg when Wallenberg complained that he ran out of official forms which he had been using to save the Jewish lives. The Hungarian resistance leader suggested at that time the use of forged documents, and Wallenberg agreed. And Mr. Stevens was the one who delivered these forged documents to Wallenberg's office day after day at really great risk.
You know, whenever it comes to the story of Raoul Wallenberg, fortunately, I was included in that. Then I cry and cry and cry. He was an unbelievable person. I know him. I saw him many, many times. I was on the streets of Budapest with him.
During the years of working on the Witness to History textbook and in research that we continue to present today, themes of courage and spiritual and physical resistance emerged. A sense of what it means to be both human and Jewish.
It is really a privilege to participate in an event where Frank Lautenberg is going to speak. Thank you.
Very great honor, I think, and let's all give him a terrific welcome, Senator Frank Lautenberg.
Over the last couple of years, we've had as many as 13 Jews in the United States Senate. 13 out of 100 when you think about it, and we're less than 2% of the population. And much of that we owe to the memory of Raoul Wallenberg.
On behalf of the luncheon and this organization and the commission, happy to welcome Senator Isaacson here.
I am privileged to be traveling to Sweden this year in September to do another ceremony in Sweden, a centennial celebration of the birthday of Raoul Wallenberg in 1912, as well as the 60th anniversary of the Claims Commission, which I know you pay tribute to today. After seeing the despair and poor conditions of the Jewish cemetery and synagogue, he founded a non-profit organization, Bajor Jewish Preservation Committee. The organization works to restore Jewish properties in Bajor. It's now a pleasure for me to recognize Emil Fish.
And please let me introduce to you Congressman Long.
Responsibility. I'm honored to support a worthy measure in the Raoul Wallenberg Centennial Celebration Act. God bless you and thanks for having me here.
Representative Waxman represents California's 30th Congressional District.
We cannot forget what Raoul Wallenberg did for the Jewish people in Hungary. We cannot forget what happened in the Holocaust.
The opposite. He helped 100,000 people
went against anything he had. He was not even Jewish, and he helped the Jewish people. So we have to give him the recognition.
We must all remember the Shoah. We must remember it so that it will never again happen. But we also must remember the humanity and the compassion of the Chasidei Umot Ha'olam, the righteous Gentiles.
One of our best friends, Senator Ron Wyden.
The RWCCC is going to mark the 60th anniversary of the historic agreement between Germany and the Claims Conference by paying tribute to its leaders who continue to press Germany to meet its moral obligation to the Holocaust survivors.
And there are hundreds of millions of Jews throughout the world that the Claims Conference is responsible for keeping them up alive and giving them some subsistence.
So my interest was sparked in this incredible man that you are honoring today.
And that's why it is very important to honor a man like Raoul Wallenberg, a hero, so that the world should see that never and never and never again. Thank you.
So it's a great honor to welcome Senator Hatch to our event. Thank you.
I would like to thank the Raoul Wallenberg Centennial Celebration Commission and especially the Friedlander Group for their invitation to speak with you here today.
As a representative of the Hungarian government, I am humbled by this effort of the United States Congress to grant the Congressional Gold Medal to someone who changed the course of history for thousands of Jews in Hungary.
On behalf of Health Plus America Group, we are proud to once again sponsor the Congressional Luncheon in support of such a worthy cause.
But after saving physical lives, we have to save the spiritual lives. And that's what Dr. David Moskowitz did.
So, for me, to be here at this day and to receive an honorarium in the name, in conjunction with Raoul Wallenberg, I don't want to. It's something which is very difficult for me.
You really deserve whatever they gave you as a measure of the greatness that you are.